Michael Beach is a name that many of us recognize, but the man behind the roles is even more fascinating than the characters he's portrayed. Known for playing everything from a heroic cop to a cheating husband, Beach's career has spanned decades and faced both personal and professional challenges. With a mix of Hollywood drama, family life, and a health scare that nearly ended his career, Michael Beach's life story is a blend of triumph, struggle, and resilience. Born Michael Anthony Beach on October 30th, 1963, in Roxbury, Massachusetts, he came from humble beginnings. Growing up in the neighborhood of Warren Gardens in Boston, Beach had to navigate a world that wasn't easy for someone coming from his background. He recalls growing up in a tough part of Boston during the turbulent 70s, a time when racial tensions and the busing crisis were at their peak. Despite this, Beach learned early on how to hustle and survive in a world that didn't offer him much. I grew up in the hood, man, Beach says. My life has been filled with dealing with family and problems like everyone else. I just happen to be the guy that does movies and TV, but that's not what defines me. It's just an aspect of my life. He certainly wasn't handed a golden ticket to fame. Instead, Beach worked hard to carve out a name for himself. After graduating from the prestigious Juilliard School, he jumped headfirst into the world of acting, starting with theater gigs and small TV roles. Beach's perseverance was evident as he navigated the tough audition circuits, learning the ropes of the industry. He was determined, despite the challenges of standing out in a room full of talented actors. His journey was not a straight path, but one full of hard work and ambition. Beach's big break came with his role in the iconic film Waiting to Exhale, where he portrayed John Harris, a unapologetic cheating husband. His performance was so convincing that it made audiences despise him, but it also solidified his place in Hollywood. He recalls how his character's actions left a lasting impact on viewers, especially women who couldn't separate the actor from the role. I give you 11 years of my life, and you're telling me that you're leaving me for a white woman? One character famously says in the movie. Despite the success of the film, rumors began to swirl around Beach's personal life. Some speculated that the actor might be just like his character, playing the field off-screen as well. Although there was no hard evidence to confirm these rumors, Beach admits that his role made it difficult for some to differentiate the man from the character. People still come up to me about it, he says. I think I might be the most hated man on Waiting to Exhale. As his career blossomed, Beach continued to take on a variety of roles, cementing his place as a versatile actor. From TV hits like ER and Third Watch to Sons of Anarchy, his ability to play both heroic and villainous characters showed just how much range he had. He became known for his award-worthy performances in Aquaman and Lean on Me. Still, while his career was thriving, there were still whispers of trouble behind the scenes. On the personal front, Michael Beach is a father of 6 children, 2 from his first marriage and 4 from his second with wife Alicia Wilson Beach. Balancing 2 families with different parenting styles has posed its challenges, as insiders claim there have been disagreements over how to raise the children from their respective marriages. While the couple has managed to make their blended family work, there have been hints of tension that occasionally slip through the cracks of their public image. Beach acknowledges the difficulties, but remains committed to his family. It took a while, but we have built a great life together, he says. It's not always easy, but every family has its ups and downs. Despite the challenges, Beach remains protective of his children and values their privacy. This is particularly evident after a devastating loss in his family, a personal tragedy that he's never publicly discussed in detail. However, those close to him say it had a profound impact on his life and deepened his bond with his children, making him more protective of his family. In the early 2000s, Beach faced a serious health scare that nearly derailed his career. After a major surgery, which he kept private at the time, the actor had to step away from the spotlight to focus on his recovery. The surgery was for a condition he dealt with since his youth, an old wrist and elbow injury that never healed properly. Over the years, the injury worsened, leading to arthritis and other complications. Beach explained, "When I was younger, it wasn't a big deal, but in the last 20 years, it's become a real problem. I can't do push-ups anymore or any sort of pushing exercises because of the stress on the joint. It's a structural issue that I have to manage." This health scare left many wondering if Beach would return to acting, especially considering his physical presence had been a key aspect of his career. Rumor has it that he spent weeks bedridden, unsure if he would ever return to the set. But as a fighter, he bounced back, continuing to book roles and prove to Hollywood that he was far from done. With a career as long as Beach's, it's no surprise that there have been a few behind-the-scenes dramas. While he's generally known for being professional, tensions have surfaced on a few sets. On Third Watch, there were whispers of creative differences between Beach and some of his co-stars, which allegedly led to heated moments on set. Similarly, on Sons of Anarchy, Beach had a difficult relationship with one of the directors, leading to a significant reduction in his character's role as the series progressed. Despite these challenges, Beach remained focused on his craft and continued to work steadily throughout his career. "You can't let that stuff get to you," he says. "You just have to keep moving forward." At 61, Beach shows no signs of slowing down. He's still active in his fitness routine and continues to book roles in major TV shows like SWAT. Although there's no denying that his body doesn't recover like it used to, Beach maintains that he stays in shape and tries to remain as active as possible. "I like the fact that at my age, I can still be active," he says, despite the challenges with his health. "I may not be as consistent as I used to be, but I'm still here." In addition to acting, Michael Beach is reportedly working on a few secret projects behind the scenes. Industry insiders believe he might be stepping into a new role as a producer or even taking his talents behind the camera, but for now, the details remain under wraps. Regardless of where his career goes next, one thing is clear: Michael Beach is far from finished. Michael Beach's journey is a testament to resilience and hard work. From humble beginnings in Roxbury to becoming a respected figure in Hollywood, his story is one of grit, determination, and adaptability. Whether he's playing a villain on screen or managing his blended family behind closed doors, Michael Beach continues to thrive, proving that no matter the obstacles, he knows how to handle the heat of Hollywood and come out on top. In an environment that has neglected to include African American actors or pigeonholed them as villains or troubled characters, Michael Beach has managed to become one of the most versatile actors around, playing those roles and others on television, film, and in the theater since the 1980s. Although known for his various roles as a cheating husband, he has moved away from this image to take on a variety of interesting personas ranging from cop to minister to doctor. He also has played other complex and demanding parts, including a man who is HIV positive in the award-winning TV show ER, a spouse attempting to hang on to his failing marriage in the box office smash Soul Food, and a sociopathic drug runner in the well-received independent film One False Move. Beach has starred on the popular NBC drama Third Watch, in a part created for him by the producers of the show who worked with him on ER. On Third Watch, he skillfully plays Doc Parker, a caring paramedic. Beach clearly enjoys the human side of the drama. What I love about this character is he's not a Joe medical guy, he told the New York Daily News. He's more of a people person. To understand the role, Beach hung around with actual paramedics, firefighters, and police. He acknowledged in the New York Daily News that this was difficult for him because the technical stuff doesn't come easily to me. Beach's face became familiar to television audiences after he appeared on ER. He hoped that his role on Third World would give him more exposure to the viewing audience. "What I'm trying to do is get my face out there and get some face and name recognition," he commented to the New York Daily News. Beach was cast for the part in Third Watch which has a multi-ethnic cast, before the NAACP publicized the lack of racial diversity on the top television networks. He was disturbed by the absence of African American actors as leading or supporting characters on other new TV shows, and has agreed with the NAACP's position. Now, I'm finding a lot of my friends are being placed in series who were not in the pilot, Beach told the New York Daily News. It's unfortunate that it has to come to that, but what is it going to take for a catalyst to make the networks open their eyes? Not just for Blacks, but for Asians, and the world is full of a lot of people. Beach already has played a lot of lead roles. He played the leading man in an HBO action film entitled Made Men with Timothy Dalton in 1999. He also starred opposite Layla Rochon in the 1998 ABC television movie The Ruby Bridges Story, which was based on a true story of desegregation in a public school in New Orleans. While People Weekly gave the movie a so-so rating, the magazine observed Michael Beach gives grown-up depth to the character of Ruby's father, Abon. Beach's other television credits include starring with Don Cheadle in the 1996 HBO film Rebound, which was directed by fellow ER cast member Eric LaSalle. He also co-starred with Cicely Tyson as a preacher in a 1997 USA Network film Miss Scrooge, a revised version of the Charles Dickens classic A Christmas Carol. For People Weekly, Miss Scrooge didn't pass muster. But, stated the magazine, there is one shining moment. The miser's clergyman nephew, Michael Beach, delivers a folksy but profound homily that captures the meaning of Christmas better than any dozen carols. Beach also had the starring role in a short film, Fortunate Son, which he first learned about when a man stopped him on the street in Los Angeles and asked him if he would read his script. The film was produced and shown during Black History Month on the Showtime channel in 1998. Beach's acting abilities were recognized almost from the start of his career in the 1980s. In addition to his television work on Third Watch and ER, he has appeared in films such as Evening Class, Hit List, and Another Round. He also has played roles in the CBS television films Open Admissions and Vengeance, The Story of Tony Simo. Open Admissions was actually a play filmed for television. It concerns a college where open admissions for minorities is mandatory, but the system is not benefiting pupils. Its strong casting was praised by the New York Times. The New York Times reviewer also enjoyed Beach's performance. Mr. Beach is admirable as the student who changes from a cheery, upbeat fellow to one who finally understands that he is not yet equipped and is not learning anything, thanks to the system and his teacher, although he is being shoved ahead automatically. From the moment he appears with a smile, through the scenes where he realizes his helplessness, to the final scenes where the situation is, if not resolved, at least moving in the right direction, Mr. Beach makes an onlooker feel deeply about his fate. Beach has also landed regular spots on the series Under Suspicion in the Street and has guest starred on shows such as Law and Order, Street Justice, Touched by an Angel, and NYPD Blue. Beach has portrayed several villainous characters. In Waiting to Exhale, his character abandons his African-American spouse for his white secretary, while in ER, his unfaithful character infects another character with HIV. Beach's character in Soul Food, a depressed attorney whose wife, Terry, played by Vanessa Williams, doesn't support his artistic inclinations, has an affair with Terry's cousin. His role in Soul Food upset many African-American women. I'll be walking through the mall, Beach told People Weekly, and they'll be yelling at me. Why are you always mistreating women? Can't you be nice? After Soul Food was released, Beach seemed to be steering clear of characters who were unsavory. A lot of people tell me they want to see me play a good husband, he told TV Guide. He was relieved to play the parts of men with good hearts, a minister in Miss Scrooge, and a strong-willed father in the racially charged Ruby Bridges story. Beach prefers to play fully developed characters. As he told Essence, in Exhale, the Black male characters were just there for the women to react or respond to. The Black men in Soul Food are much more rounded. You see how we feel and think, what we experience and how we love.